Actor Glen Powell is being called Hollywood's new leading man. Yes, Glenn, you go. The 35-year-old had a breakout role in Top Gun Maverick. He earned rave reviews for his hit romantic comedy, Anyone But You. And now he's starring in the acclaimed new movie. It's called Hitman. We caught up with Mr. Powell in his hometown of Austin, Texas, where he was celebrating the premiere of Hitman and being inducted into the Texas Film Hall of Fame. So at the local staple, that's Allen's Booths, love that place, the movie star talked about handling fame, finding love, and why he likes cowboy hats so much.
I'm so happy you're here in Austin.
Me
This
too.
makes me, this is incredible. It has been like absolutely wild being back here.
Back in the day, a casting director said Glen Powell would be lucky to what?
Play a dead body on Bones, if I remember. Is it dead
On
body or CSI? Yeah.
Did somebody really say that to you?
Yes.
And so how did you receive that information?
Well, that's just one I remember because it was so specific.
Yes. Well, no one is saying that now. These days, Glen Powell is making box office magic, starring alongside Tom Cruise in Top Gun Maverick, Sydney Sweeney in the romantic comedy Anyone But You, and later this year, he'll be starring in Steven Spielberg's Twisters. It seems like everything's changed from the outside looking in.
Yeah, and really it's only been in the last, I would say 2 or 3 months. You can make a movie like Top Gun, but you're still like, you're the other guy, the cocky pilot or whatever, and people recognize you. You sometimes get a double take or whatever, but now it's definitely been an interesting change in terms of my privacy and my personal life and all those things. But I think as an actor, I'm now getting calls from filmmakers I've dreamed about working with my whole life, and so that part has been pretty surreal.
They're calling and they're saying what to you? Getting calls?
Let's do something together. Yeah, I got a movie for you, that sort of thing. So for a guy who's struggled out in LA for, at least a decade and a half to now be at a place where those people that you sort of have on your vision board, that you've been dreaming about, and now they're my friends and potential colleagues. It's pretty crazy.
One person who's always been in his corner is director Richard Linklater, who he's worked with for nearly 2 decades now. They teamed up to co-write their latest film, Hitman, inspired by a true story that Powell found in Texas Monthly. It's about a man posing as a hired assassin.
You just got promoted to contract killer.
Well, were you rescheduled?
Basically, Gary Johnson was a
He's a real nerdy teacher.
Yeah, he was a psychology
Professor,
teacher who basically built audio-visual equipment for the police department in sting operations in murder for hire cases. And he got called up to be the fake hitman because real hitmen don't exist. He became the fake hitman, but this guy took it further. They called him the Laurence Olivier of fake hitman, and he basically embodied whatever your fantasy of a hitman was.
You kill people for money?
Chivalry may be dead, but I didn't kill him.
But the plot of the movie, it takes many twists and turns, and I'm not going to give away the ending, but I did find myself being surprised at myself that I'm rooting for things that go against everything I believe in. So what is wrong with me, Glenn?
Well, that's the magic trick of this. It's just really, we always conceptualize this as the beginning of a beautiful family, the beginning of a beautiful love story. You have to go on that ride, because if you really believe in love, sometimes love takes really unexpected, weird turns.
Yeah.
And love is not perfect.
Yes.
And this is definitely not a perfect love, but it's a beautiful story.
And when it comes to his off-camera love
The thing
story,
about it is I realized there's a time where life is moving so fast that I don't even know if I could bring someone into it, even in a healthy way, even if I tried.
you could for the right person.
For the right person, I think that's right.
You really could, but I get it. You're saying, right, that's not your focus at this
I'm
particular
not chasing
time.
love. If
Yeah.
love comes and hits me in the face and knocks me over, I welcome it with open arms, because that's something I really want. It's
Yes.
even just being with my niece and nephew today, it's I really want kids. I really want that phase of life. It's not far away, and at
Yeah.
the same time, I realize it's going to take a very specific type of person to
Yes.
navigate this.
To
It's a lot.
understand all of this.
Yeah.
You say it is a lot, isn't it?
It's a lot. I've realized there's new aspects and new complexities to this life and this job that I didn't even understand. So to bring someone into that and to make them feel comfortable, make them feel seen, to make them feel loved, when a lot of the elements around that can really eat at someone's self-confidence or worth or any of that stuff, I'm not willing to have someone sign up for that if they're not ready for it.
So then I read the thing that Glen Powell can't live without are Stetson hats.
I love Stetson.
Why?
Nobody
Why
looks
do you
bad
love
in a
a
Stetson.
hat?
I feel like we need to get you a Stetson today. I feel
I'm
like
game. I am game.
So we're gonna take you right over here to my hat wall.
Your hat wall. All right,
ma'am.
Glenn, a
Okay.
hat wall.
So you're gonna wear your hat depending on your attitude. If you're feeling a little more sociable, you're gonna cock it up a little bit. So you can talk to
If
people,
I'm
they
feeling
can see
sociable,
ya.
okay. What would you pick for Mr. Powell here? What does he look like?
Oh shoot, he looks like a lot of things. He looks like he can fit into any one of these hats.
I am liking this.
I think we're very cute.
I think we need to send out a Christmas card like this.
Yeah, let's do that.
What would our couple name be?
Oh, let's do this.
Gayle.
Gayle. Gayle, I like it. I like what you said about, I'm ready for love. If somebody just comes and hits me in the face, do you know how many women are going to look at this interview and come and hit you in your damn face?
You're right. Maybe, guys, violence is not the option.
And before we left Powell's hometown, we got to meet his #1 fans, Mom Cindy and Dad Glenn Sr. When did you all know as a little kid that he had something?
His kindergarten teacher, our first teacher conference with him, we went in there and she said, I've taught 30 years and I've never seen somebody have the presence this kid has. And she said, he's either going to be an actor or president.
Really?
I
Which
mean,
would you have preferred, Cindy?
I think we're doing fine.
But it does seem that you all have supported him every step of the way, Glenn. True?
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. What a great journey. But we try to get to every movie set. We try to get him to auditions and prep him with lines. We all read lines with him.
You all read lines with him?
Yes, it was just fun.
Because you could tell what it meant to him, right?
Yes.
You don't ever know how far this journey is going to take you, but I knew that they were going to be with me win or lose, and that's been amazing because right now we're getting to win.
Do you ever, when you're quiet and you're all alone, think, wow, I've made it? Do you feel you've made it as you sit here today?
The really, what's really weird is I think I've thought about this because a lot of people say that term right now, which has been really
That you've made it, or you're the it guy, or
you know what I mean?
you're
Like,
having a moment.
Yeah,
Yes.
there's a lot of those terms, and I've had the benefit of watching other guys in my position have the same moment,
Yes.
right? And sometimes it lasts, sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah.
There's no certainties in this town, and for me, I hope there's no end game. I hope I've not made it because I just want to keep doing this job for as long as I'm alive. That's my plan. And all this other stuff, Cruz gave me that advice. He said, when things pop off, it's just going to get very loud. Nothing else has changed, but you determine how loud you need all that noise to be. You can turn it up or you can turn it down, but it's up to you. And I think that's the big thing that I've realized right now. It's just louder than I expected it to be, but it's also completely manageable. That's why I'm here in Austin. This is me turning down the volume.
I mean, how do you not fall in love with him? How do you?
No, it's insane, Gayle, because I'm watching this interview and I'm like, there are not, he's a throwback to really nice, big stars, right?
Exactly.
That's not that common anymore.
He is
in
Tom Hanks and Hugh Jackman nice.
Exactly.
And his feet are so firmly on the ground, and partly I think because of his family.
Yeah,
His mom Cindy and his dad Glenn, they are just such great people. And you realize that family foundation really makes a difference.
It does.
Special shout out to Alan's boots. I didn't know I needed 2 pairs of cowboy boots. I need to choose.
You need to wear them with that skirt next time.
I will do that. And the guy who was helping us, Will, did a great job. But
Yeah,
I'm
great
so happy for Glen Powell and his success. May it continue. And the movie Hitman on Netflix
I'm gonna
today.
check it out.